Hi, my name is Chris Andrews, and first I want to thank the Parseghian Fund for putting this event on. I know it's been a monumental task, and I am very appreciative. Today's date has special significance. It's March 18th. 9 years ago today, my oldest daughter, Belle, was born. This is the anniversary of when I learned what it meant to be a father. It's the day that I first understood my capacity to love another human being unconditionally. This date also marks another important date. 3 years ago, on March 10th, 2016, Belle was diagnosed with NPC1. 9 days later, our youngest daughter, Abby, 18 months at the time, was also diagnosed. This is the anniversary of a date that a doctor told me with certainty that I was going to lose my entire family. Being diagnosed and living with NPC1 is like being trapped in a phone booth with a venomous snake. You can dance around, you can avoid the strikes for a while, you can buy a little time, but eventually you will be bit. No one has gotten away from the snake yet. Yet, despite all this tragedy, my wife and I consider ourselves lucky. Many families in this room had no treatment options at the time of their diagnosis. I'm grateful for the gallant efforts of NPC1 parents and scientists that fought this disease before us. It is because of their efforts that we are not without hope. Shortly after diagnosis, we began treatment, flying from Austin, Texas to Chicago every 2 weeks. We did this for 9 months before opening a trial site in our hometown. For my family, for my girls, our treatment has been a true blessing. Belle has stabilized. Her therapists are impressed with her progress. While she may not be able to keep up with her peers, she is not regressing. Abby began treatment at 20 months old. At the time, she was the youngest child to receive treatment near asymptomatically. By all accounts, she's neurotypical. She speaks 2 languages. She dances, she does gymnastics. While it's not universal, it's been established that siblings typically progress around the same age. By the time Belle was Abby's age, she had already broken her nose twice from falls. She was in 3 different therapies and showing signs of a learning disability. Abby is the poster child for early intervention and treatment. I suspect in the future we will see many more like Abby. In Abby's short life, she's been on treatment longer than she has not. She has no memory of a time when she didn't get treatment. She has no memory of a time that did not involve hospitals, needles, doctors, and nurses. Both girls experienced anxiety the night before treatment. Both ask, when can we stop? When will it be over? It is hard to tell a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old that it will never be over. It's hard to tell them there's no light at the end of the tunnel. NPC1 is an extremely complicated disease. There are multiple pathways that are affected. To assume that NPC can be treated with one therapy is naive and dangerous. A single therapy approach is akin to cutting off the bottom third of the snake's tail. Yes, the snake might have a harder time striking. Yes, it might take him longer to bite you. But in the end, you're still in a phone booth with a venomous snake. It's just a matter of time. The question was presented, short of a cure, what would you like to see? The answer is, I would like to see NPC1 become a chronic disease. If you ask a scientist that has worked in NPC for many years, most will agree the best approach is a cocktail approach. That is, multiple drugs acting on multiple different pathways. There must be a way to accelerate that process. There must be a plan in place to facilitate that process. For all of us here, time is of the essence. Thank you.